Hello, my fellow kings and queens, my divine gods and goddesses. Even when you don't feel like it, you are. My name is Tianah, and welcome to my channel Inspired by Ease. Before we get into your card reading, I just want to do a bit of housekeeping and let you know that even though in the title I am dating these as July 2019, really, these readings are not date specific and can be applicable at any time. And the characters can be flipped around, so I might be talking to you or a cross-watcher, or it might be more applicable to someone else in your life. So just keep that in mind. You might need to rewatch from that new perspective. And also, these aren't meant for prediction type purposes, although that can just happen, but my intention is to help you along your spiritual journey and give you new and positive and uplifting insight. And if you can walk away with like, oh, I didn't think of it that way before, then that makes me feel really good. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hello, Taurus. I hope you had a wonderful week and a wonderful 4th of July. For those of you that are in the States, and for those of you who are not, well, I hope you just had a great 4th of July, which is just a random day. So, Taurus, let's get into your reading. I am going to be using 2 card decks, and the first one is all about sacred geometry, and if you have no clue about it, it's okay, doesn't matter, because it is the language of your soul, so your soul will understand. And I like to use these cards as energetic medicine that your body is craving and desiring. So just by looking at it, it is going to either help facilitate healing, or it is going to introduce new ideas and thoughts and beliefs and perspectives that are going to be very beneficial for you. So, Taurus, you received Soul Time, Gaia, and Merkaba. So, this is so great. And Gaia, because you are an earth sign, so this is perfect. So right away from these cards, I am getting that that you are wanting to create and manifest a new reality, and from this desire, you are accessing the energy of Merkaba, which I consider to be, acknowledging and knowing that you are God incarnate and have the power to create worlds, Taurus. And the key to accomplishing these 2 things is going to be grounding yourself and connecting yourself to earth, to animals, to basically just all of life in general, and just really centering and grounding yourself. So let's break this all down. The first card we have here is Soul Time. And the other thing that I was getting off of this, it doesn't really say anything about it, but what I was getting was perhaps soul contracts or karmic relationships, which are just like, they aren't bad. I don't totally agree with the mass consciousness definition of karmic, but it's basically just agreements that we have with other spirits or souls, and to help further our spiritual journey and expansion and consciousness. So yeah, I feel I'm kind of picking up on that. And in general, this is just all about allowing and creating the space for a new reality to occur. So let's read the card, shall we? The frequency of soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So, whatever it is that you are wanting to create and bring into tangible form, you are totally able to do, because even though you are a physical body, you are also an unlimited, creatively powerful, magnificent spiritual being. The next card we have is Gaia. So this is just I just love all the colors, and I'm also getting guided towards the color blue, which is associated with the throat chakra. So in the pre-shuffle, the throat chakra card did come up, so there might be an underlying message of something inside your heart or in your mind, just part of you that needs to be expressed. Of course, in a healthy, balanced way. And what I'm getting is that before you communicate whatever it is that you need to communicate, it is very important for you to ground yourself first and feel centered and secure and stable within yourself before communicating whatever it is that needs to be expressed and communicated. So let's read the card. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are our great mother and the universe that birthed us all. So you are not alone, Taurus, if that applies, and you there are so many messages. You have so many guides and angels and just other beings around you, and you are also connected to a lot of other individuals that are presently physical on this planet, that you are influencing and impacting, and they are also influencing, impacting you, all in a beautiful, positive way. You might call this your soul tribe or your soul family. But the most important thing is for you, Taurus, is to get connected in whatever way that means to you. For it might be getting connected and in touch with your heart and your feelings. For others of you, it might just be like getting connected in your body, because some of us are not totally in our bodies, believe it or not. So I'm also getting like dancing, just like free flow expression dancing. There's really no need for music, but just body movement. Get that energy flowing, that prana flowing, as they say. So, and you have access to all the everything that you want, you hold inside of you. So, um, yeah, whatever it is that you are wanting to create already exists inside of you, and it's just waiting to be birthed into the 3D tangible realm. So the next card until we get into the fairies is Merkaba. So the 3 and the 2 come to a 5, and I do believe that represents changes. I do think so. I would have to look at that again. I'm starting to study numerology, which is so fascinating. So the Merkaba is basically once we acknowledge that we are God incarnate, over time, I don't know how long it'll take, but basically, once we fully integrate that consciousness, we will evolve into light beings. So we can be physical if we want to, or we can, teleport if we want to. We can manipulate everything around us. So this is creating your own reality however you want to, and you having the power to create your own reality. And even though we're not light beings now, and we don't have or at least we don't think, or most of us don't believe that we're capable of telekinesis, we do still have our thoughts and our imagination and our mind, which is the most powerful tool we have, because our thoughts and beliefs and imagination is what create reality. It might not happen and as instantaneously as it will in the future, but this is the innate power that we all hold. So let's read this card. Hopefully that didn't go over your head. But in short, Taurus, you are God incarnate. You have the power to create worlds with your thoughts. So try to digest that and really take that in, okay? The frequency of Merkaba supports our ability to use our consciousness to transverse into other layers of reality and dimensions. It activates our access to our Akashic inheritance as well, merging the totality of our experiences into the present to serve our highest purpose. So, for those of you that don't know what Akashic means, there is a term called the Akashic Records, which is basically all the information on everything that has ever existed, anything you want to know. It's basically, if there was going to be just one giant library on everything that has ever happened, that would be the Akashic Records, and it exists, in space, and anywhere you can access it. And also, Taurus, the other part that this card was saying was basically that the past, present, all of it is an illusion, and all of your power is in your now. So it doesn't matter. You can actually change the past despite what other people think. So you can actually change the past, and this is part of why we have the Mandela effect and things like that, because the past is malleable. Everything is basically malleable, and you have the power to mold life and reality to the way that you you want it to be through your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions and imagination. So, okay, so let's get into the fairies. I think I've spoken enough on those 3 cards alone. We have Elise the Moon's Daughter and the Nellis the Alchemist. So, I actually, this is my husband and wife card, Taurus, and oh my gosh, just look at them. They are just such, here, I'll take this card away for now. They are just such a sweet couple. I mean, can you just see her face? She is just so happy, and in the pre-shuffle you did get delight. So there's definitely something to be delighted about, or that is going to delight you, Taurus. But I'm actually getting this might be a real person for you. I always say this might be a real person for you. It might be between you and God. But the message that I'm receiving is that this is actually a connection, a deep heart-centered connection you have with one of your guides or angels, or another type of non-physical being, or some other benevolent entity is being your lighthouse and is being a shining light for you, and helping guide the path, guide the way for you, and is providing you a lot of comfort and guidance. And this connection, whatever it is going to tap the domino and create a whole positive ripple effect for you, and is going to instigate a trail of events for you that are going to just be very positive for you and lead you down a path that that is going to help you create the reality that you're wanting, and help you manifest your dreams. So yeah, I mean, like it says, she's the alchemist, she's the witch, the and what this person or being or connection is instigating for you is it might be actual physical events and manifestations. Of course, you might be seeing synchronicities a lot in your life lately, but most of all, this person is instigating this realization that you are the alchemist, Taurus, and that you are God incarnate, and you have the power to turn things around in your favor, and you have the power to influence and mold things the way that you want to mold them, and there's nothing outside of you that isn't already within you. So that is super amazing. I'm strongly getting that this is a connection between you and God, or you and your angels, and you and your guides. But this could be an actual person. of course, or a situation. Now we have Las Guna, and this is basically about the concept of the duality, holding the duality of being present and also moving. It's holding the duality of both realities of wanted and unwanted, holding the reality of there being a smelly swamp nearby, and then holding the wanted reality of a beautiful wide open grassy meadow with wonderful smelling flowers and all of that. And in the middle of holding those two realities is being at peace and being in the present moment and not needing anything to change, but of course, once you get to that point of not needing things to change, paradoxically, things do end up changing in the way that you want them to. And she is a little froggy, so this does represent movement, positive movement in the direction that you want to go. So you can just see on her face that she is just totally in the present moment and at peace and in harmony with herself and with her life, despite it looking how she wants it to look. And she's also surrounded by all sorts of friends and other magical creatures. So it's the same for you, Taurus. Even if you feel like you're alone in this certain kind of unwanted present reality, you are supported and surrounded by loving, benevolent friends that are helping guide you and light the path for you. Now, don't be scared, but we do have a little shadow character here, and he's just coming up to help you transmute this energy. I don't think this is you. This is the soul shrinker here, and this is all of, you can see his mouth. It's just so this is all about like gossip or not like speaking ill about someone, judgment, complaining, and just all that kind of negative energy. I do feel like this is someone else in your life or some other kind of situation that is really that's really draining you, Taurus. I paused because I feel like this is really that this has been really hard on your heart. This has been really painful, and not this has been a very, very, very toxic for you. I'm not going to hold that up anymore because we don't need to look at it. But the next card we have is the undressing of the salad. And this is the achieving the impossible card. So whatever the soul shrinker represents to you in your life, there is going to be a resolution to it, and you are going to I'm also getting Ganesh or Ganesha, which is the remover of obstacles. So you might be Hindu and might practice Hinduism, but either way, It doesn't matter. That energy is with you and is helping you remove what this energy is, what this obstacle is, what this block is for you. And you are going to achieve the impossible. Of course, nothing is impossible. And I'm also getting the universe has your back, Taurus. The universe has your back. And yeah, and you're just going to come out on top. The next card we have, Taurus, is the Spirit Dancer. So you are definitely about to push through the ceiling. She's kind of in this cellophane kind of encasement. So you're definitely punching through. This person may have been very suffocating for you. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And that's probably why the throat chakra came out in the pre-shuffle, because you haven't been able to fully express yourself in the way that you do. And then maybe when you do, because this seems like a toxic energy, it just gets taken the wrong way, or it's like twisted around and flipped back on you. Yeah, I'm getting like attack, or that kind of energy. Yeah, this isn't a mature person, and they have a lot of trauma. But you, Taurus, you are. I think you have kind of self-doubt. Perhaps this other person or situation has gaslighted you and kind of made you question your own reality or questioned yourself. But now I'm getting a Taurus that is like totally punching through that, and is, knowing that they are right, and that they are in the right. So yeah, I definitely see you after you ground yourself and do whatever it is that you need to do. I do see you expressing whatever it is that needs to be expressed and freeing yourself from this person or situation. So it could be a person, or it could be something that has been going on in the workplace. So you might just be quitting your job and doing something else that's more better aligned with who you are. I'm just trying to give examples here. But good for you, Taurus. I am so proud of you for standing your ground and holding on to that faith, and being able to have this connection with your guides to help you do this. The next card that we have here, and you are really going to get through this, because we have the Death card here, and to me this is just signifying that whatever it is, whatever this thing is that is not serving you, that's not healthy for you, that's not benefiting you and uplifting your life, is going to either fall away, or there's going to be some kind of resolution. But I'm mostly getting that this is just going to, I feel apprehensive about saying that they're just gonna go away. I don't want to totally I don't want to totally write off this person, but you have the better judgment, Taurus, because this is all going to be different for all of you. But there is going to be some kind of ending and new beginning. And the new beginning is going to be a lot more highly conducive for you, Taurus. It's going to be a lot more healthy and loving and nurturing and beautiful for you. I'm also getting that until you feel like you are ready to communicate, it is necessary, and I would say that it's healthy to kind of have a veil over, and in other words, kind of distance yourself in any way that you can from this situation or person. I'm getting stoic and stoicism, if that's how you pronounce it, and that and you this okay, I'm getting a lot of information. So for some of you Tauruses, you might actually have like ancestral trauma or family paradigms. For people who have European or English ancestry, the way that people got through hard times, living in very small confined spaces that had lots of family members, or even if it was just like two parents and 2 or 3 kids, the way that they coped with drama or challenges was being stoic and being reserved, whereas in more Latina or Spanish or Mexican or Italian, those kinds of backgrounds, they would be totally outspoken and they would be totally expressive. So what I'm trying to say is that right now this is a healthy approach, but over time, it will be part of your, just take this or leave this, Taurus. It might resonate, it might not, but I'm just saying, over time, it's going to be part of your soul's journey to transmute this energy for future generations, so that we all can be more authentic and expressive and open in healthy ways. So just wanted to go on that tangent a little bit. So yeah, this ending and positive new beginning, it's definitely a positive new beginning, and you are definitely I think you are definitely looking towards the future. You are definitely, you're wanting to create a new reality, Taurus, and once this does complete, it's you are going to have a lot more clarity about your future, and the reason why we have this guy is this represents fears that aren't real. So it seems like because the death card can represent the unknown, so even though you really want to move forward into this brand new future, I think you might be feeling a little bit scared or worried uh, about this, and it's because it is the unknown for you. But the fairies are just here to say that whatever fears you have, they aren't real. They aren't going to happen. Of course, whatever it is that you're feeling is totally valid, but they're not real. So you can just relax and know that it's all going to work out, Taurus. It's all going to work out, and you just need to ground and center yourself and know that you are God, and you can change reality to how you want to. If you want to, you can change and influence this person to talk to you and treat you the way that you want to be treated. You can totally flip it around to how you want it to be. And I think that's why I didn't want to write this person off, because you have the power to influence and mold and manipulate, not in the way that other people use manipulate. Not saying that, Taurus. I'm just saying, just like the way that you manipulate clay. So because your energy affects everything. So know that you are God incarnate, and your thoughts and imagination are the strongest and best tools you have. And I said this in a previous video, I forget which sign it was, but I do recommend checking out Joseph Alai's channel. His last name is spelled A-L-A-I, and he does all sorts of videos about how to use your imagination to create anything that you want. So I would highly recommend checking out his channel. And until next time, Taurus, much love. Know that you are never alone. Be kind to yourself, and know that you are so, so loved.